Hi, it's Teacher Penny, and welcome back to part three of me telling you all about going to China with VIPKid. And so this is all about Sunday, and we started the day off by breakfast there at the hotel, and then Kristen brought us the stuff that we had bought at the shopping trip yesterday, and you see the really gorgeous necklace that I have here. And then it's a necklace and also a pair of pearl earrings. They're kind of a purpley gray pearl, and they're gorgeous. Anyway, but I got that. That was my splurge for me at that one. And so then a couple of us, Liz and Jenny and I, went to church that morning. A friend of mine lives near Beijing. She works in an orphanage there, and so she recommended that we go to this church, which is the Beijing International Christian Fellowship. And if you want to know more about it, they are an official church they're approved by the Chinese government. Their website is bicf.org, and so you can go check out their website. It was a great service. They actually have they meet in a like a municipal auditorium, and in the larger auditorium upstairs they have a Chinese service. It's in Mandarin. It's led by Mandarins. We peeked in for a little bit and listened to them practicing because we got there a little bit early, so we listened to them practicing the music. They sang some in Mandarin, they sang some in English, and then downstairs in a smaller auditorium they had a service that was completely in English, and that's the service that we actually went to, and it was wonderful to share that time of worship with them. It was so fun because we turned around at one point and there's a guy standing behind me in a University of North Carolina Tar Heels shirt, and we met several people that were from North Carolina that lived there and worked in Beijing, and so it was a great time of worship and a great time of fellowship with them, to sing the songs that we sing here, and just to know that we have that Christian fellowship with those in another country. It was just amazing. Even though this was an official church, there were signs up, and people had told us, be sure and bring your passport because you will have to show your passport to get in. We did not have to show it, but there were like officials around that looked like they were serious about it, but we did not have to show our passports to get in, and did not feel any kind of intimidation or anything there. But it was a wonderful time of worship, a great message from the pastor that morning that was talking about the roles of men and women in church and or in society, and how the modern interpretation of that is just taking away from what God designed us to be. Wonderful message. So I just encourage you to check out their website and be a part of that. And then we braved, and we actually called our own, well, it's called Didi there, but we called an Uber and made our way back to the hotel to get ready for the rest of the day. Once back at the hotel, we loaded up on the van and off we went back to the Dame section where the VIPKid offices were. And we had lunch there. And after yesterday's adventurous eating, we were so glad to have something familiar. We had Papa John's pizza. Wait a second. Why are there pickles on my pizza? Actually, it was pretty good. It was like a cheeseburger pizza, but it was really good. We were scheduled that day to teach some classes to our students. We were going to teach these. We had some of our students that had signed up for these classes, and so we got ready to teach them. And they had these really cool banners there with our little graphic on it. And I brought that home with me. I'm excited. I'm going to put it into my new background when I redo my background soon. But this was the banner that they made for it, and then they did some interviews with us that they videotaped, and they're going to use those on some promotional material soon. They did our makeup for this. They did my makeup, and she did like red lipstick. I felt like my lips walked into the room 5 minutes before I did, but that was my makeup that I had for it. And then we got to meet our students. This is Hermione. She was not my student, but she was up there a little bit early, and so she helped all of us get ready. And then I got to meet my student named Leo. I've taught Leo many, many times, and it was so exciting to get to actually meet him. He was the only student that signed up for my class. So we went through that kind of quickly in there, but we had a good time. And I gave him the book, Oh, the Places You'll Go from Dr. Seuss. So this is Leo reading a little bit of Dr. Seuss.
Your shoes. You can stare yourself any direction you choose. You're on your own, and you know what you know, and you are the guy who the kid will to go.
Back on the van we go to the banquet that night. Somehow this big dino just appeared in my stuff, and I don't know where he came from, but he came home with me. Anyway, we went to this beautiful resort. It was very, very fancy. Lots of fancy cars out front. They said just where a lot of celebrities live. And we had a banquet with all of our students. There were probably, I don't know, 150 students and parents there, plus all of us. It was absolute chaos in that room, but it was so much fun. The food was yummy. We had Peking duck again, which was really good. This is Kevin. He's not my student, but he was sitting at my table, and he was so much fun. Very fluent, only 7 years old. We decided we needed to exchange glasses, so we had fun with that one. Leo was also sitting at the table with me, and he came up on stage with me when they presented us with the awards, and you can see there my award for the top community contributor. I ended up giving a speech as a part of it, and the speech was on enjoy learning just because you get to learn, instead of being forced to learn, but to enjoy learning. Find your joy, find what you're good at, and enjoy learning and being the best at that thing. So it was a wonderful time at the banquet that night. And then we decided to have a little fun. The kids had all left, and I spotted the dino costume over sitting on the side. So, of course, you know I had to do it.
Penny, I need you to walk around a little bit. Oh no! Just walk a little bit. It's Dino Jenny! Hi, Dino Jenny!
What an amazing time it was for all of us to meet our students and at the banquet. But we were absolutely wiped out at the end of the night. We were so exhausted. We went back to the hotel and crashed because tomorrow is a big day for the Summer Palace. So stay tuned for part 4 of my series on VIPKid Sent Me to China. Bye!